Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on this rather unusual question. I don't know how this topic came to be. Who are you? You know, they always ask this question, who are you? And sometimes people ask it with a spiritual intent. Some people ask it as a challenge, like, who the hell are you? Then people even have this corporate introduction. You can tell them who you are or your introduction. So I just want to delve and give a couple of my thoughts and not focus more on the spiritual side, because I'm not very spiritual, and neither is this channel spiritual, I would say, but more on a very practical approach. And I'll tell you why this is a very important question for you, why it is a very important question, and why you should take this question seriously. Okay. Anyway, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, especially Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. And people book my sessions for coaching, consulting when they have personal, professional issues, problems, and they can't, they're tired or they can't seem to solve it or get the right answer. Okay. Now, did you see what I did? Did you just notice what I did? I just gave you an introduction about me. I give you an introduction. So let me tell you, those who are new to my channel. Now, why did I do this? And what kind of thought process went into saying this statement? I hate this when people send me messages, man. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Switch it off. So why did I say this statement? What was the thought that went into this? Why didn't I say, like, if you have been following me all these years on social media, or you know me, I've had titles like the world's #1 personal branding strategist, the world's. Then before that, I had the Middle East #1 personal branding strategist, and before that, I had UAE's UAE's #1 personal branding. Why did it become from UAE to Middle East to the world? Because when I said UAE's #1 personal branding strategist, somebody copied that on LinkedIn, and then I made it, oh, yeah, you're UAE, fuck you, I'm Middle East. Then when I became Middle East, one other female who I mentored and coached, she copied it. Middle East #1 personal branding strategy. She actually copied even my tagline, everything else. By the way, she ended up getting depressed because she was not doing well. Anyway, that's a different story. She thought it was easy line of work. Okay. And then finally I decided, oh, fuck you. I'm going to make world's #1 personal branding strategist. And that stuck for quite some. Many people got pissed off. Who the hell appointed you as the world's #1? Show me the study. Show me the analysis that was done. Okay. So I have, through my life, through my career, I started off as coach. Then I I called myself a trainer. Before that, I was a DJ. Before that, I was anchor for shows. So at the age of 16, imagine this. DJ and anchor for shows. Okay, anchor for shows and DJ. Okay. Then it moved to being the ultimate MC. I was the MC, Loy the MC. Then from there, I think it moved to this work that I was doing, coaching. I was a Toastmaster also. Then I put world champion of public speaking. I made that my official title. From there, I moved into this coaching business. Okay, coach and trainer, then coach and trainer of champions, and trainer of champions. Then I decided, okay, why don't you make it the tattoo trainer, TTT, the tattoo trainer, because I'm tattooed and I'm a trainer also. But people started asking me questions, obviously. Do you teach people tattooing? So then I was like, oh, sheesh, I need to change it again. And then it became, I found out something called personal branding. So I said, I'm a personal branding coach. Then I changed to personal branding trainer. Then I had multiple designations like in LinkedIn. And then I tried that Instagram foodie, blogger, adventurer, all that bull. I tried it for a couple of days. It didn't seem to fit in. Then from there, I became a personal branding strategist. And I'll tell you why. Now, I know what you're thinking. These are all titles. But guess what? These titles that we give ourselves, no, official titles, becomes part of our identity. Like, for example, when you go to a corporate event or when you go to a networking event, you say, hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm a engineer. Hi, I'm a so-and-so. And then there are people who take a lot of pride in the company that they work for. Like if you ask anyone who works for Emirates Airlines in Dubai, they will never say, hi, I'm working as an accounts person or marketing person for this thing. They will never say their career. They'll say, I'm working for Emirates. They take a lot of pride. I'm working for Emirates. So they feel they're superior because Emirates. Well, that I think that phase has died out now. If you say Emirates, who the fuck cares? So, and then obviously, um, I think it was in the maybe 10, 15 or 20 years ago where people would associate with the multinational. I work for Citibank, I work for Mercator, I work for Google. Even today, people say, I work for Facebook, I work for. So, associating with a multinational brand. But the problem with that is the day you're terminated or the day you're removed, then you lose your identity. The same thing happens with the designation. If you say, I'm working as the sales director or the salesman or CEO, the problem with that is it has been misused. You can create a company, like in Dubai, you can create a company in 45 minutes, register, and you can give yourself any bloody title. I myself have on LinkedIn, I put founder and CEO. Seriously. Founder and CEO of loymachedo.com. That was an itch which I had, and people said, no, if you put CEO, then people will respect you. I tried that. But then I realized, whom am I fooling here? Then, okay, I had that fun of Loy Machedo, UAE is number one, then Loy Machedo is Middle East number one, then Loy Machedo is world number one. Finally, I said, whom am I fooling with all this? So then it came down to, okay, need to be realistic here. Okay. So what do I do? Personal branding and personal branding. So why the title? Personal branding strategies. And the reason why I'm explaining this to you is so that it will help you identify who you are and why you should have this very clearly in your head. See, personal branding strategies. Why personal? Because I don't like working for companies. I like working one-to-one with people. And the reason didn't like working with companies, this came from Dubai, from my stay in Dubai. When you work with companies, you have to give them documentation, you have to give them your qualification, you have to give them legal, this thing that you can work, no objection, and then payment, you have to apply it through the HR and they have to sign off. Then you have to go to accounts and then they'll give you a PDC, 15 days, 30 days, or 90 days, and then encash the check. I was like, man, this is so much of headache and so much of bureaucracy going to business. So instead of doing business and these companies, I'll do one-on-one, personal. So one-to-one coaching or personal. So that is where the word personal came. Branding, personal branding as a term in itself is you're focusing on the individual. Now, why branding? Why personal branding? Why not like life coach or career coach. See, the problem is in the 80s, no, people started using this tagline as coach and trainer and speaker, and people have this tendency to misuse titles. Okay, to even today you get even college students saying, I'm a 7-figure coach, I'll help you, I'm a coach consultant, I'm a what even dummy titles like, what is this, passionpreneur. What nonsense people come out with here. It's so disgusting when you listen to it. Sounds so gay, like, I'm a passionpreneur. Like, what is passion? And no hatred towards gay. I'm just saying it, like, you want to sound like manly. I'm a passionpreneur. Just feel like giving a slap here. So all retarded. And then if you want the height of retarded designations, go to LinkedIn. I'm a catalyst. Uh, I'm a I'm a guy mover and shaker, and I'm a what um hungry and foolish. The Steve Jobs used that. I even saw one guy designation, hungry and foolish. What? I'm a catalyst, chief catalyst officer, or chief happiness officer. Those stupid titles, yeah. So why I didn't go into life coaches? What am I going to change about his life when I myself have challenges in my own? And there are so many life coaches and so many so-called these coaches who wear a suit and tie, show that they are perfect. But if you come to know of their life, they are divorced, or they are having legal troubles or monetary troubles, or they just want to show that they are perfect. That is why the era of coaches wearing suit and tie and standing and lecturing people died off. Okay. Um don't lecture me about a perfect life when your life is not perfect. That is a typical statement people had. So I was like, okay, I can't lecture anyone on their life. Okay. Then career coach, I don't have a career myself. What will I coach them in? So I was like, best is personal branding. And I defined personal branding especially in terms of earning more money. So when people ask me, what is personal branding? Very clear definition: earn more money per hour. That means if you're earning $10 per hour, if I coach you or I were to mentor you, the goal should be from $10 an hour, $15 an hour. That is progress. So you work smarter and harder, but you earn more for lesser effort, if you or time, if you understand what I mean. So personal branding. Then the word strategist came. So I had a choice between coach, trainer, consultant. Consultant sounded too corporatish, like the McKinsey firm, or what do you call that? All these consulting companies which are there, Deloitte and all that. I was like, this sounds very much consultant there. Okay. So I was like, okay, should I put trainer? But then people misunderstood training with a classroom kind of setup. Then coach, people would see, I told you, people misuse the word coach, and people would think coach is like a tennis coach or um, athletic coach. So I was like, okay, so what do I do? So I realized I'm helping people make a strategy, a practical to do, realistic strategy, no bullshit, to help them achieve their goals. So, personal branding strategist. So, that was my title, which I not only thoughtfully adopted, it became part of me. Okay. Now, the next part is now on YouTube, because I communicate to the world, I say I'm a personal branding strategist. Obviously, it goes above their head, but it's very clear and it's a reminder of who I am. And then, if you actually notice, I say I help people get well paying jobs in Dubai, UAE. Now, here's a question. Why didn't I say I help you get well paying jobs globally? Why didn't I say well paying jobs anywhere in the world? Or why didn't I just say well paying jobs? Because my target market is almost 90% from Dubai, UAE. 90% Indians. Okay. And anyone who comes to Dubai is looking for well paying jobs. So immediately I focus and I let them know this is what I do. A very specific niche crowd who is in Dubai, UAE. And then if you see, sometimes there's Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, because I do get inquiries about them, but not as much. Okay, so target market, I focus on helping people get jobs. Okay. And then finally, if you see, I say personal and professional coaching consulting when people have problems, personal and professional. Because there are people who approach me with relationship issues, personal problems, whether it's depression, health issues, losing weight, or whether it is a problem with their boss or their career, they are stuck. Okay. So, in this short introduction, a lot of thought went into it. Now, I know for a fact, many people, when they listen, it just goes over their head. Okay. But I can assure you this, when I have a client, a potential client, he pays attention to this. Okay. And that is how I make money. Now, you might say this is just your title or this is the service that you provide. You are absolutely right. It is my title and it's a service that I provide because end of the day, this what I'm doing, these videos and all that, this is business. This is money. This is not entertainment. This is not fun. I'm not doing some Mr. Beast channel or some, prank show and all that. This is all serious stuff. Like right now it is 3:05 in the morning. I'm not sitting here just because I'm jobless. It's a very focused strategy. Now, let's say you don't want to give yourself a formal title uh, like, engineer or this and that, but you want to find out who you are. Okay. Then you can define yourself based on your essence. Essence means your core personality. And how do you define that? See, when I ask people to define their core, they'll say, I'm understanding, I'm mature, I'm friendly, I'm tolerant, I'm a thought provoker, I'm a creative mind. They tend to give all this. But then it's very evident that they're just searching for words to define who they are. They have not thought about it. I will tell you mine so that you get a clear idea. And this also took a lot of thought. When people ask me, like, what is your brand or what do you stand for, or even if they don't ask and I have to communicate, I tell them my brand essence is the three, okay, the three C's, C, A, B, C, C, the three C's. And I tell them my brand is the three C's. The first one is controversial. The second one is charismatic. The third one is communicative. So, what does it mean? Controversial, obviously. You see the tattoos? And forget the tattoos. Even before the tattoos, my older videos, I always had a very brash way of doing things. Forget Andrew Tate now. I used to state what Andrew Tate used to state even before. I'm not saying that, oh, see, I'm so sad. No, there were people like me, but that is the personality that I chose to show the world because that was part of me. Okay, so I was very controversial. Even the fact that I was the first person and the only person in my family who openly stated I'm an atheist. So I was very controversial always with my views and opinions. So the first one, controversial, and you can make out with my tattoos and all that, I'm controversial. I don't follow rules. So the first one matches me very well. The second one is charismatic. Charismatic is you see me once, you'll never forget me. Okay, I'm memorable in that way. I'm not charming is more like, oh, he's so sweet, he's so nice. But charismatic is like being blunt, like Donald Trump. So, and if you see any of my videos, you see any of even if you ask any of my clients, they'll tell you, oh, the guy gives you on your face, man. And they never forget me. So that is why I tell people, if you see me once, tattoos, you'll never forget me. You hear me once also, you'll never forget me because I have a very distinct style and I have a way of communicating. So, controversial is correct, charismatic is correct. The third one, communicative. This is what I'm doing. I love talking, I love sharing ideas, I love changing people's life through the spoken and written word. I have also been a writer for Quora and all that until they threw me out because my answers were too blunt. Okay. Oh, what is all this fly and all that? Okay. So, controversial, charismatic, communicative. And would you believe if I tell you this, that this has been my mantra from, I think, 10, 12 years? I was very clear how I wanted my brand to be. So now I've shared this with you. I've shared with you my so-called formal designation, personal branding strategist. And like LinkedIn has this, I help you with, they have the title, no? So personal branding strategy, and what do I help you with? Well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, also Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, and coaching consulting for personal professional problems. If you have any personal problem, professional, so how do I help you with? So I make it very clear. And then if people ask me on a personal level, oh, I'm controversial, charismatic, communicative. Okay. But then you'll say, Loy, but what about normal day-to-day life, man? Man, you're on YouTube. If I go to an event, I can't say, this is my 3 C's and okay, I'll come to that. Even when I was in Dubai and I used to go to introduce myself, I realized, for example, you see any networking event, you see any formal event, people go, they say, hi, my name is, for example, hi, my name is Rakesh. I'm a sales, I'm a sales executive. Okay. Meet another guy. Hi, my name is Mazhar. Okay. I'm a trainer. Okay. Third guy you meet. Hi, my name is Mark. Okay. I'm an engineer. Okay. So you meet like this 20, 30 people. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a secretary. Hi, I'm Sonia. I'm a shorthand typist. You meet different people. Unless they tell you I'm a nuclear scientist, you will not remember the people you met. In fact, within 10 minutes of meeting someone and talking to them, you will not remember most of the things that were spoken. And in fact, by the time the day is over, you will not even remember their names. Maybe you might remember where they work or their designation because it's never memorable. How many sales engineers, like, for example, you go to an event, how many sales engineers do you remember? How many engineers do you remember? How many accountants do you remember? No, you don't remember anyone. So the question is, how do you stand out? What did I do? Now, this is the pre-tattoo days. Huh? Tattoos, anyway, people will never forget. And anyway, after I tattooed my face, I don't think I was invited to many formal events. Unless, of course, they book me as a branding guy. Okay, freelancer or a consultant. So before my tattoos came, when people used to ask me, what do you do? Okay. And those days also, I was a trainer and all that. I used to tell people, whatever salary you're getting, this is actual. Huh? When people ask me, so what do you do? Okay, I'm an engineer. So then there are, oh, what about you? What do you do? I would tell them, even in front of 2, 3 people, whatever salary you're earning, I'm the guy who will double it for you. Imagine someone tells you that introduction. Whatever salary you're earning, I'll double it for you. Hey, this flyman, irritating, bloody hell. Murder it afterwards. Anyway, this is a fly. Wait. Got it? No, missed it. Okay, fine. Sorry. You have to witness that also. So, whatever salary you're earning, I'll double it for you. And people used to ask, what? Like, they would just be taken aback, like, what the hell did you just say? Whatever salary you're earning, I'll double it. Like, what do you do? Stocks, shares, investment? So I created the curiosity. I create the curiosity. Like, I tell people, you need to have the 3 I's. One is intrigue, interest, and information. Intrigue is curiosity. Interest is tell me more. Informative is you're educating the guy with something new. Okay. So when they would ask me, like, what? So I've already created the interest, I already give them the hook, and now they listen to me. So I used to try all these strange, rather offbeat or not the typical introductions. Now, I know exactly what you say. Hey, Loy, listen, if I were to tell people whatever salary you're earning, I'll double it, they'll think I'm gone mad. Okay. And I'm pretty sure if you're an engineer or accountant, you can't say, if you're an accountant, yeah, whatever numbers you have, I will give you accurate data and all that. I'm not saying that you should say this. Neither am I saying that it's going to be easy for you to figure out what to say. But remember this, if you want to stand out in front of a crowd, you must have something interesting. See, ladies, no, females, they can wear a beautiful dress, they can put lipstick, rouge, and do their hair, and it becomes very easy for them to stand out visually. And then, obviously, if they really train themselves and they're professionals at what they do, guys are like honeybees to a honey. But if you're a guy, you can't wear a pink suit. You can't wear a colorful this thing. Everyone's wearing black and you're also wearing black. Okay, if you look very handsome and debonair and like a James Bond, fine, you can do that. But what if you look vanilla? What if you look like a normal guy? Maybe you have a pot belly. Maybe you have a chubby face. Maybe you have a dark skin. Maybe you don't look attractive. So what do you do? See, that is where there's no one size fits all. You have to sit down with your mentor, your coach, your somebody who is senior than you, who can guide you one to one. Because I'll tell you one thing, I can't give you a blanket statement or I can't give one size fits all answer through this video and say, be creative. For example, if I say be creative, you'll say, yeah, creative, but what creative? Like, I can't tell an engineer, accountant, receptionist like the same advice. I can't tell a junior and middle management and senior the same advice. So you have to customize your introduction, your definition of who you are, and the identity or the image you want to portray. It has to be very, very unique. That is why I'll tell you, if you look at movies, if you look at the WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, if you look at even sports or uh, sports entertainment movies, each actor, character is different. Like if I say hero, you'll get maybe a Shah Rukh Khan or maybe Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers is his real name? I don't know what's his real name. Whatever. Okay, you'll get a Shah Rukh Khan or you'll get a Chris Hemsworth or you'll get a Daniel, Daniel Radcliffe, um, even that Daniel James Bond, whatever. Daniel Craig. Yeah, Craig. So you'll get that. Or if I say Morgan Freeman or I say Samuel Jackson, you'll get a different image. If I say Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, you'll get a different image. If I say, Cameron Diaz or Lady Gaga, if I say Lady Gaga, different. Madonna, different. Beyonce, different. Rihanna, different. So we have different images for different people. Like if I say in YouTube, Mr. Beast, different. MKBHD, different. Then Dave Tooley, different. So each one creates and crafts their own image. Now, in wrestling is one of the best. Each character looks different, has a different outfit, has a different music, has a different, whether good or bad, has a different move, signature move, power move, way of walking, way of talking. Like CM Punk, Undertaker, Bret the Hitman, and Hulk Hogan. Each character was different in color, look, shape, form. So you also have to do the same. Now, in the corporate world, it is not like entertainment. That is true. But in a day and age of social media, in a day and age where we constantly communicate through visual pictures, videos, through messages, you are creating an impression. Remember that much. And if you're not aware what image you're creating, then don't blame anyone if they get the wrong image. Like, for example, I'll make you understand. If on your Facebook, let's say you support Israel, you're creating an image. If you support Palestine, you're creating an image. If you support, let's say, Russia against Ukraine, you're creating an image. You support Ukraine, you're creating an. If let's say you're an Indian, you support BJP, You're creating an image. Or Congress. Or let's say you're American, Republican versus Democrat. You support Donald Trump or you support, say, Joe Biden. So remember, everything that you do, you create an image, you create a feeling, you create a brand. So what I want to leave you with is you must decide what is your brand, what is your look, what is your appearance, what message you want people to get by looking at you, what you want them to understand, what you want them to feel. And if that is not clear, if you're not clear about it, then, like I tell people, then don't blame anyone if they misunderstand you. And I would say the most dangerous thing is if you're not clear who you are, if you're not defined your tagline, if you're not defined your brand essence, if you have not defined what you actually are. In fact, do you know that when I train with my clients, we have a script, 30 seconds, 1 minute. It's called 3137 7 then 30, yeah, 60. Yeah. What do I mean by that? 30 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minute, 7 minute, 30 minute, 60 minute. Okay. I sit down. We actually sometimes with some of my clients, we actually write down their introduction. Like for example, you might ask, who's going to ask a 1 hour introduction? Yeah, what happens is if you sit and talk to someone for 1 hour, or let's say they're trying to probe into you or get to know you or understand you, you'll be talking, right? You'll be sharing your value systems, you'll be sharing your experiences. So, do you know what to share, how much to share, when to share, what you have to add, what you have to separate, what you have to exaggerate? So, you have to be very clear. So, maybe you're having a discussion with a girl, maybe you're trying to impress a girl, or maybe a business partner. So, it goes for hours and hours, and people can see through you. 30 minutes, okay? Maybe you're giving a presentation to, let's say, a group of investors. Then what about, let's say, a 7 or 15 minute one? Okay. 7 minute is the standard time that people give a speech. Okay. So have you prepared that? What about 3 minutes? That is where it goes for an interview, 3 to 7 minutes. What if you're meeting someone at a networking event? That is a 1 minute thing. And let's say you're just briefly glancing someone, 30 seconds. They say, no, 7 to 30 seconds. So these are advanced level techniques that I teach my clients. And remember this, everything is written down. There is nothing that is verbally just thought of. Because remember, when, like I told you, my brand essence, 3 C's. You'll never forget that. If you have watched this video now, and if tomorrow you just Loy's brand essence, 3 C's, you'll remember it very easily. Controversial, charismatic, and communicative. Okay? Very easy. And it never changes. Remember, I told you, 10 years never changed. So now, when you introduce yourself, is it the same? Or does it change? 5 minutes ago, you said something here. After another 5 minutes, changed here. After 5 minutes, you changed here. Like when I take people's interviews, sometimes for big positions or final interview, when I ask them, tell me something about yourself, and they give me something. After 15 minutes, I say, okay, tell me something about yourself. Fly. Tell me something about yourself. And if both the answers are different, because I took down notes, I highlight. You said this here, but this time here it's missing. And you said something there and this is missing. So then what happens is they're like, oh yeah, I forgot about it. No, which is more important? You can't give 2, 3 messages. See, consistency is very important. That is why global brands like McDonald's, IBM, Google, Facebook, they are very particular with the message that they give. Now, I'll just conclude instead of, dragging it on. I'll just tell you this much. You might say, I'm not a company, I'm not a multinational, I'm not a global brand. Fine. But here's my simple question to you. Do you know who you are? Have you clearly defined it? You'll say, yeah, I know who I am. Fine. Who are you? You answer, yeah, who are you? And that answer that you give, are you really that? Or are you just giving, hey, I'm a carefree guy, man. That's it? Carefree? I'm a thought provoker. Okay. I'm ambitious. Okay. That's it. What is ambitious? What? What's your ambition? What specifically is your ambition? Let's say someone says, I'm rich. Oh, I want to be rich. How rich? $10,000? No, that's too less, yeah. 100,000? No, around 1 million. How much do you have in the bank now? Zero? 10? 100? Yeah, I have 10,000. So 1 million you have not yet achieved, right? So, see, when you start getting into all these nitty gritties, then you realize your loopholes. So, my request to you is don't take this lightly. Be clear about who you are. And I'll tell you this, I started this journey of finding out who I am. Oof, this fly, I really want to fucking kill this fly. Just waiting. Wait. 1 second. Don't move. Right? Asshole. Yeah. Now I'll have weapons of mass destruction. You come again. I'll get you. This time I'll get you. Too much patience. I hate flies. I hate this disturbance. Anyway, I know you're enjoying this. Okay, so in conclusion, since I was concluding, see, this bastard fly. This is comedy, and this is pure comedy gold. I'm trying to. Ouch! It hit me from the side, yeah. Did you ever think I'm going to swat a fly when I'm making a bloody video? And that also in the most poignant, important part of the video, the conclusion. This is going to be a video, I think, if you have seen so far, I think we'll definitely talk about this one. Hit this fly. Where is it? I'll get it. And I'll update you. Okay. So, serious. Okay. Whether fly is there or not there. I'll just conclude by telling you this. You have to clearly define who you are. If not for anyone else, at least for yourself. Who are you? What do you stand for? What are your values? More importantly, what do you want? What makes you happy? What makes you unhappy? What are the rules by which you will accept things? What are the rules by which you will not accept things? What are your relationships, uh, you know, pet peeves, or what do you accept in a relationship? What you totally reject in a relationship? What you'll not allow? What you will allow? What do you like? What you don't like? What you know, if you're clear about this, no, it'll help you make the right choices and you'll eventually reach your goal faster because you'll not be confused. But on the other hand, if you are just trying to bullshit with yourself, yeah, I know myself, I know who I am, I'll tell you, people can see through you. There are some clients I have, some friends that I have, both men and women. They're very confident. They'll tell you, oh, I know myself, I know who I am. But because you don't pay me, I'm not bothered. It's so evident they're fooling themselves. Have you met anybody who tries to show you that they're confident, or tries to show you that they're happy, or tries to show you that they know what they're doing, but clearly you know that they're just confused? They're just fooling themselves. So yeah, in conclusion, I just want to leave you with this. Please take some time. That is only if you want. And find the answers to this question. Who am I? What do I stand for? What are my values? What is my brand essence? What is my brand slogan? Uh, why should someone, why should someone employ me? Why should someone pay me money? Why should someone even be my friend? And once you're very clear about this, from who you are to what you want to what you don't want, It's hard getting the answers to these questions, but then it'll simplify everything else and make your life much better. And that's, I could say, one of the main reasons why today I am where I am and I'm happy. All right. This is what I wanted to leave you with. The fly is here. Wait. Let me see if I can get it. 1 minute. Don't move. Again? No, I didn't get it. Ass. Okay. Anyway, I will kill this fly today. Sure. That much I can assure you. Anyway, until then, try to figure out who you are. And this fly, I am going to find out. Anyway, you guys take care. This was not scripted, man. The fly bit. Right. You guys take care. And yeah, if you do know the answer of who you are, please share it. I would love to read it. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts. This is me saying goodbye along with the fly. Take care.